Hey, coming at ya, Mr. Hakem. Activity 48, raise. All right, we're getting into some difficult stuff here. Pretty neat things that Excel can do, okay? So the city of Fort Worth, Texas, they're changing their criteria for how they calculate raises, okay? So they're saying, hey, if you've been with the city for over 5 years, then you're going to get a higher raise than someone that hasn't been with the city for 5 years. Okay, so how could you possibly figure that out in an easy way? And think of it if you had like hundreds of employees. Okay, so what we're going to be doing now, guys, are if-then statements. Okay, this is kind of getting into the programming language, HTML language, CSS. All programming language revolves around if-then statements. Okay, so I just typed up it's kind of difficult to teach you this over just a screencast without showing you like on a board. So I tried coming up with the best way I can. So it's an if-then statement. All it is, it's saying is, if it's true, then do whatever. Okay, do whatever you tell it. Okay, if it is false, then do whatever you tell the computer to do. Okay, so if true, then produce this. If false, then produce this. Okay, so what we're going to be doing, I just typed up a couple of these employees. My gosh, this looks like a good company or a good city to work for. Fort Worth, Texas. The city manager makes $226,000 a year. Not too shabby. Okay, so what we want to do here is figure out their raise. What percent increase raise are they going to get? So as you know, if they have worked more than 5 years, they get a 5% increase. If they've worked under 5 years, they only get a 4% increase in raise. Okay, so pretty difficult situation here, but easy way to figure it out. Okay, so what we're going to do is just use an if-then formula. All right, so here we go. It tells you in 10A what to type, but I don't want you just to type this and not understand what you're typing. Okay, so look, it says if, and then we're going to do parenthesis because we're starting a formula. So if is a formula. If parenthesis D8, and then you know this is greater than or equal to 5. So look up here, D8. So we're saying if D8 is greater than or equal to 5, that meaning 5 years, okay, then they're going to get a 5.5% raise, comma, if not, this is the false statement, it's 4%. Okay, so if you don't understand what I'm saying, here, we'll do it real quick and it'll make sense. Okay, so all I'm going to do is equal if. All right, so we have this formula coming up. Just double click on if. Now this is nice. See the screen tips we get to kind of remind us how to do it. See what it's saying? It's saying if logical test, which means that's just kind of like computer language for, you know, what we're telling it. So if the logical test, comma, so notice this is our logical test right here. D8 is greater than or equal to 5. That's our logical test. Then it'll produce the value if true. So if it is true, we're going to put that value right here, and notice we have to put the comma, and then the value if false, it's going to produce that if it is false. So if any number is less than 5, it's going to be false. If any number is greater or equal to or greater than 5, we're going to be true, okay, because we told it. This is the conditional formula right here. And this I don't think I mentioned it yet. Sorry guys, these are called conditional formulas, okay? So this is our conditional formula. So let's try it. So if D8 is greater than or equal to 5, meaning the 5 years, right there, this is our logical test. Now here comes our value, and it's pretty nice. See, this is bolded. Excel is saying, okay, hey, now here's your value if true. Value if true, we want to do 5.5%, and then notice it's still bolded. Value if true is still bolded, but watch when I put the comma, boom, it moves on to value if false. And now it's saying if it is not greater than or equal to 5, what do you want me to display, person? And we want it to display 4%. Okay, and then all we do is end this with our parenthesis and just hit enter. So okay, I don't know what happened there. Stop recording. So anyway, we just typed the if D8 is greater than or equal to 5, display 5.5. If that is not true, display 4. So we should get a 4% right here, right? Because this is under 5 years. Let's do an autofill down. We don't have to keep typing it. Let's just do an autofill down, 4%. And let's just double check. So nice, it learned D9. Yes, we want to use D9. Okay, so Right there, guys, we just made an if-then statement, kind of getting a little more difficult when it comes to Excel, and it's doing some tough stuff for us. So the next activity, it's going to be even more difficult using these conditional formulas, which are really cool. It gives us more, power as the user to kind of make Excel do what we want it to do. Then just do the calculations here. They're pretty easy. Book tells you how to do it. All right, that is conditional formulas to get our determined desired result. All right, hasta la vista.